how many people here got a sense that they got stuck and didn't know what to do? As a hypnotist, they didn't know what to do with the other person. So a couple of people here? Yeah? So anyone else get sort of stuck along the way and kind of get confused, like, what do I do now? I've got these symbols, but what the hell do I do with it?
I know script.
So, yeah, script. Don't you cuss at me, young man. Wash your mouth out with soap and water. Oh, all right, sorry. I'm just projecting now. Go ahead.
Well, my partner and I, we had an interesting experience.
Okay, guys.
He was, when he was going through the process, I was the hypnotist.
Ooh, there you go.
And, he went down, down the pathway. He went and ended up in a wine.
Before you say that, just check with your partner that he's okay for sharing the content, because this.
Yeah, we discussed that. So
okay.
He went down into a wine cellar.
Sure.
And we were looking around. There was some ambiguity and things, and then at one point he just started bursted into laughter.
Beautiful.
And and then I bursted into laughter. But he came out of he opened his eyes. He came out of trance, and he had gotten the message.
Now there you made an assumption.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay? Okay. People will, from time to time, open their eyes whilst you're hypnotizing them. Do not assume they're out of trance. Do not, because chances are they're not. And this is a mistake some people have made in the past and end up creating other problems. The key thing to do is just get them to just, all right, you're doing great, now close your eyes and let's carry right back on. And it'll be like a mini fractionation. Okay. Even if it seems he's totally alert and out of trance, get him to close his eyes anyway and formally bring him out of trance, because it allows a process to formally come to completion. Now, chances are that what you did was fine, but I'm just giving that as this is a very important point for everyone to realize that never assume they're out of trance. It's the safe route is someone to close their eyes again and immerse them properly, and that way you know that you're covered either way.
That's what I wanted to know.
Okay, great. Great question and well answered.
But I need to apologize for laughing so much. It was.
No.
I couldn't.
You don't apologize for anything. What happens?
It was ridiculous.
This is the point, okay, folks. What you just experienced is a genuine unconscious response. That was probably the resource that was relevant for whatever it is. And there are some problems. Have you ever noticed this? There are some problems you look at now, like at the time they're really serious. You look at now and you laugh at them, going, "Can't believe how silly I was," right? That perspective is the thing that got you to change. That's right. So you did exactly the right thing. You do not want to inhibit any response. Whatever response you get is the one you want. It's the one you need, right? You're the one that I want. Please take that off the camera.
But the paradox of this particular episode is that I was in a wine cellar.
Right.
I kept looking around. I couldn't figure out what it was I was supposed to see or what was significant.
Right.
And he kept asking me, what do you see? Do you see anything that's significant? And it was like almost as if you were in the Wizard of Oz, where you hear the voice saying, "Please ignore the man behind the curtain."
Yeah.
The message to me was, "Quit whining."
Beautiful. This is beautiful. Do you notice how the unconscious actually works on different levels? This will happen often. Did anyone else have something like this, like a pun?
Yeah.
It happened to you as well?
Mine was like that too, because I went down. And
Microphone.
I was in a cavern full of lava, and my issue is I wanted to know how to be a better hypnotherapist, and what I got from it, I said everything was on fire, and then the message just kind of hit me like, oh, you have to be on fire, and I got H, that's H+, and I have to come with a lot of passion, enthusiasm.
Beautiful. This is the symbolic logic of the unconscious. Do you see what's going on here? Sometimes it'll be such a direct metaphor, sometimes it'll be more obtruse, like you saw up here with the writing and a special message that was just for him. But you will find something, and then it's a question of what you do with it that counts. Sorry, Susan was waiting. Go on.
You said automatically that he has to come out of trance one way or the other. I mean, you don't want him to come out without a formal, emergence.
Exactly. Yes.
But why wouldn't you take that laughter and ask him what it's about?
Oh, absolutely. You do want to do that.
In trance? I mean, why wouldn't you do it in trance, right?
You want to do it in trance, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the only comment here was nothing to do with laughter and nothing about taking him out of hypnosis. The comment here was, don't assume that just because he's opened his eyes, that it's over.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
So if he's laughing his backside off, and his eyes are open, just say, go ahead and close your eyes and really enjoy that moment.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because, what better way to get insight than with a sense of humor, right? It's true, right? And isn't it beautiful when the moment hits you and you go, oh, of Got it. And is that emotion, did you feel an emotional release as you had the laughter at the same time when you got this whole idea of what the message is about?
Yeah, I just apologized. I couldn't stop laughing.
Don't hey, there is nothing to apologize for because you did exactly what this exercise was meant to do, right? You got the end result. Can we have a microphone over here? Philip's wanting to have a go. Philip, right here. Right there.
So my experience, boom. My experience is, in a lot of years that your subconscious and higher conscious mind pretty much always gives you metaphors because otherwise your ego would poo-poo it. And so, when ego's kind of stupid, but metaphors you have to really kind of think about it to get it.
Yeah. And the thing is, partly you'll find what you're looking for as well. And the key thing is, what meaning do they draw out of it? You're looking for two things when you're doing these things, right? These are your tools. But what you're looking for is an affect. In other words, an emotion that tells you something's happened. Can you remember what the emotion was here with, where has he gone? He's disappeared. Robert, have you melted away? Ah, there you go. You're hiding from me. No, he doesn't need one. Do you notice what happened over here? When did we get a sense that we're starting getting done? Did you see the shift? What were the words? Very good. I feel very good. And at that point, we started building the exit, because that's the bit we were looking for. Until then, it wasn't enough. We had a sense of insight, so that some meaning was drawn out. We had a sense of something's happened. But it wasn't until I got the emotion, I got, okay, now it's time to get out, and that's our exit strategy.